What's up, everybody? Welcome to BioS 3 Raw TV. Now, tonight, we're going to talk about the same shit again, which is actually, this is something new but the same. Anyways, bear with me. So Alan Argon and I have had this back and forth dialogue going for a few months now. And what I personally am trying to do is bridge the gap between bros and science-based individuals together so we can work together. And Alan's been very receptive so far. We go back and forth with each other on Instagrams. We go back and forth in DMs. We've had discussions about certain things where we have pretty much agreed on just about everything. I agree on his points of view. He agrees on mine. And him actually telling me that it's a good thing that I'm around and I do the things and say the things that I do, because it gives people a different perspective and can make them think deeper than just reading something and leaving it at that, which I was actually really humbled to actually hear him say that, because most of the science community really don't like me because they consider me a bro. Now, what many people don't know, and I've talked about this in the past, so it's not like a secret or anything, but in 1994, I was actually certified in biomolecular nutrition by Jim Fiji of World Sports Nutrition. I was certified by the ISSA for their training, and I got the biomolecular nutrition certification working for World Sports Nutrition. And what they did was they literally did homeopathy, they did naturopathy, they did sports medicine, they did everything. I mean, you name it, they did it. I mean, it was a very advanced, especially for back then, very advanced techniques, as well as they had a lot of stuff that we really didn't understand back then diet-wise that Jim and his company did that would certify us, and then I actually worked for that company. Now, that being said, I was not going to make this video, but fuck it. I'm going to put these motherfuckers on blast, because this is the problem. I went on Alan's page. Now, Alan had put up a post about clean foods, and basically what he thought about clean foods, why people think clean, dirty, whatever the case may be. And this thing pretty much was like, hey, what do you guys think? What would you consider clean foods, right? So I read the post and I go, okay. So I go on there and I'm going to literally post the pictures right now of what I said and what this other individual said. And this is the problem. The reason why bros and science people don't get along, okay, is because the bros go, well, I've been doing this. And the science person says this, and the bro goes, well, but I did this. And the science person goes, you're so, they talk down to them. They degrade them. They make fun of them. They treat them like they're less than the science people treat the bros like they're less than they are. Like the science people are better than the bros. That causes problems. That causes hostility, and that's holding us back from moving further information-wise and moving further from not working together to get better results together, because these people cannot get their heads out of their asses. And now what's happened is it's rolled over into the bros, where they're mad at the science people before they even talk to them. The science people think the bros are stupid, which, you know what? They're not stupid. Okay, they may not be book smart, but these motherfuckers are out there getting better results than your science people. So let's just calm it the fuck down for a second, okay? Alan puts up the post about clean and dirty foods. And I said, you know what? I'm going to paraphrase because I don't have them in front of me right now. But basically I said, I consider a clean food is anything without added chemicals. Meaning there's no fucking Roundup thrown in there. There's no weird shit that's put in there. They don't throw any extra MSG in there. Like, yes, our bodies make fucking, sodium. There's no extra chemicals, no added chemicals. That's what I said, right? And I said it in a nice way, responding to Alan's post. Right away, the people start busting my balls. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Talking about sweeteners. I'm like, what are you talking about sweeteners? I'm talking about fucking clean foods. They must have seen my video. This person must have known who I was, because they flipped their shit about sweeteners. And I was like, fuck you. I'm talking to Alan, first of all. Second of all, what are you talking about sweeteners? I'm talking about a clean food. What the fuck are you talking about? And this one motherfucker jumps up. And this is why we have a problem. So this motherfucker jumps up, and I'm going to paraphrase again, but I'm going to flip it up here on the screen. It says basically, you know what? I'm going to read it off the phone because I already screenshotted the fucking thing. Why don't I just do that? So that way I can get it exact so you guys can get the full effect of it. So this guy actually says, the good old chemicals argument by people who don't have basic chemistry knowledge. And I'm like, who's this guy? Dr. Seuss? He's a fucking doctor? What the fuck? So I look at him, right? This Minor Step is his name. He's a fucking photographer. So wait a minute. You're not a fucking chemist. You're not a biochemist. You're not in the bodybuilding industry. You're not in the fitness industry. So what the fuck do you know about chemicals? Oh, you read a couple books too? That makes you a fucking expert. Whatever. Anyways. So my response to him was, because it was just an asshole thing for him to say that didn't need to be said. Period. I said, so now you need a PhD to understand chemicals. Did you know I was certified in biomolecular nutrition in 1994 by World Sports Nutrition? I understand plenty. That was my comeback. And I think that was a little bit snippy in the beginning to let him know, like, what, are you going to be a doctor to understand chemicals? Like, you don't even know who the fuck I am. Like, you didn't have a clue. Like, he didn't even know. He didn't do any research. He just said, oh, fucking look at this guy. He thinks he's a bodybuilder. Fucking, and shot his mouth off, right? He comes back with, oh, no, you hit us. And he says, you with the fucking you. I'm like, it's YOU, motherfucker. And you call me the dumb one. Anyway, you hit us with the good old certification argument. Delete your account, bruh. And I'm like, what a fucking dick. So because I proved you wrong that I understand chemicals, Now, the only thing you can come back with is like stupid certifications. So let me get this straight. You make fun of me for not knowing anything about chemicals. I proved to you that I know something about chemicals, but that's not good enough. Because you know what? Fuck it. Any kind of certification. Wait a minute. Doesn't Alan have a certification? Doesn't Alan? Should we tell Alan to fuck off too because he has a certification? Wait a minute. You have these certified dietitians, right? So you may have a degree in nutrition, but when you become a certified dietitian, you have a certification. So should we tell them to fuck off? Like, that makes no fucking sense. Like, this guy's just dumber and dumber. So I go over to his page, I look at it, I'm like, dude, he's a fucking photographer. Like, he's just a fucking asshole who wants to fight. And it has nothing to do with fucking clean foods. It has nothing to do with chemicals. It has nothing to do with anything other than he's a hostile motherfucker who wants to argue. Now, he's selected me out of that thing and started tearing me up. Now, another person literally hopped on there, this was awesome, and said something to the effect of, you know what, we don't need to degrade him and make fun of him. Like, he's just giving his opinion on what he considers clean foods, which is what the question was. Now, that's it. Like, you don't have to fuck with him. Like, that person actually stood up for me. Meaning, like, yo, Alan asked the question, he answered, like, what the fuck is your problem? That was pretty much the feel of that guy's post, right? And I'm looking at this and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to argue. Like, I'm not going to argue back. Like, I proved you. Like, I literally fucking mic dropped your ass by saying I had a certification in biomolecular nutrition, which I guarantee your fucking photography ass doesn't even know what the fuck that is. And you literally had to fucking come back and just try to demean that and try to make it like that's nothing and I'm nothing and I should delete my fucking account. Okay, let's back up for a second. And I never do this. I never fucking toot my own horn, but fuck that. I may come off as riled up and stupid sometimes. I'm not a fucking dumb person. You never hear me say this shit, but let's get off the fucking shtick right now, right? I may be fucking stupid sometimes, but I am not a dumb person. Stupid means I do things that I can learn from. Okay, so if I do something that was stupid, I say, oh, that was fucking stupid. I learn it and I don't do it again, or I change whatever it is to make sure it's done right. Dumb. I am not fucking dumb. But I am by no means fucking dumb. I have a ton of fucking street smarts. As far as this bro shit goes, this is something I've been doing for 30 fucking years. Literally 30 fucking years. And my goal now is to bridge the gap between bro and science. That's my fucking goal. But assholes like you, Mr. Minor, whatever the fuck, Minor Step, or whatever, what the fuck is that anyways? People like you are what's making it hard for people like Alan and I to get along. Because now I don't want to go back to Alan's page. This is like 2 or 3 times where I've been literally attacked like a motherfucker on Alan's page. One was a surgeon who then fucking apologized profusely over and over again on the post because he actually went and checked who the fuck I was. And I was like, you know what? I'm like, what the fuck is this guy's problem? Like, this dude apologized over and over and over again in the thread so everybody could see it. And then, because he actually made fun of my wife. Like, this motherfucker went as far as making fun of my wife, saying what she get hired at the hospital because Starbucks wouldn't fucking hire her. I was like, what a dick. What is your problem? Like, I was telling people that what I knew about heart issues and stuff because my wife works in CVOR. That's what we were talking about. And because I said something and I looked like a bro, or this motherfucker maybe he didn't look me up or whatever, but just because he felt like, and he was a surgeon, he was above us. Newsflash, that fucking surgeon, by what he said, he was a new fucking surgeon that barely passed his fucking test to become a surgeon. Meanwhile, my wife is one of the best in the fucking whole entire state as far as level 1 trauma centers at her fucking job. Like, there's so few jobs for her in the entire country that she's got like 3 options in the entire country to work at a hospital. Other than that, she has to take a step down and go backwards because that's how good she is. This motherfucker was not only making fun of her, but trying to make fun of me by making fun of her to get to me. Whatever the fuck happened, I'm not really sure, but he flipped his script immediately and he started apologizing. I just let it go. It's like, no, motherfucker, they made your bed, lie in it. Like, all we do is take some screenshots of that shit, send it to your fucking hospital, say, yo, your surgeon acts like this, is talking about CVOR nurses like this. Let them fucking CVOR nurses that are fucking helping him do his job see what the fuck he said about my wife, who's one of the best in the fucking country. Like, what the fuck? I'm like, this is not fucking cool. Like, I don't know why the fuck people think they got a PhD, they got a certification, I got a certification, they have a degree, they have some stuff they've read because they don't even have degrees and shit, but because they know terminology and they've read some shit, they think they're above everyone else. Why? None of these motherfuckers do anything in this fucking industry that think they're above everyone at all. All they do is argue and regurgitate shit. They don't fucking break any ground with new shit. They don't invent new fucking techniques. They're not out there training people, making them healthier. They sit online and fucking argue all day long and then go do whatever the fuck it is they do. Half of them don't even look decent or fit or anything. There was another motherfucker tuning my ass up saying shit to me on that same fucking post. And I clicked on it. His thing, he was locked down. I love those lockdown pages with 100 fucking followers. It's like, dude, you have a lockdown page. Why don't you fucking open it up so people can say what you're fucking, see who they're arguing with, right? Because you're talking about on your page, life, love, and gains. Dude, the picture in his avatar, he looks like a normal guy who's never picked up a fucking weight in his entire... Gains? What gains? Are you planning on having gains 10 years from now? Like, you fucking reading about all the gains so you can finally get them when you finally start working out or something? Like, what the fuck? And that's the problem. These people have a voice on the internet when, you know what? I'm sorry. You're going to get fucking pissed at me for saying it. They fucking shouldn't. They can have opinions, but fuck their voice. Their voice is making problems for everyone else who are trying to get along and actually progress and evolve into something better. The goal here is to go from bro science to together. You know, like they call it bro science. Well, why don't we just have bodybuilding? Why don't we just have fucking, we could call it bro science and just call that bro science when we have them both together. But the bottom line is, we're never going to get along if these people don't pull their fucking heads out of their asses. And this is multiple times that I've gone to Alan's page, put something out there that isn't just super respectful, but I feel like a well planned out, well thought out post that really you can't argue with because it's just an opinion that I have. And people jump all over you for an opinion. It's like, why the fuck are you on here if you don't want to see other people's opinions? Like, I went on that post looking for opinions. I went on that post interested in what Alan had to say and the other people had to say. I didn't go in there to get attacked by people just because they fucking feel like it. And the bitch about it is it's not like they knew I was a bro. A lot of these people didn't know that. They knew me from not being on Alan's page regularly. So therefore, I'm the new guy. I said something, attack. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, you guys are like a bunch of fucking hyenas running around fucking in the fucking woods, and you see something new and you go to fucking bite it. Guess what? That's a lion. That fucking lion took a swipe out of your fucking face today. Because I literally said, you know, my post then after that guy was being a dick because, you know what, minor steps, fuck you, you're a dick. My post after that was, Alan, unfortunately, I guess, you know, I'm a paraphrase, unfortunately, I guess some of your you know, followers don't understand the term added chemicals. Because this guy's like, oh, there's chemicals in our body. There are chemicals. I'm like, right, but it's added chemicals. There's DMT in our body. Our lungs make DMT, okay? Right? Do you get the same effect as if you fucking smoke DMT? No, if you add the chemical into your body, you get this fucking crazy trip. But your body produces it naturally. Your body produces fucking MSG. What the fuck? Is it the same thing? Do you have the bloating, all the fucking weird? No, when you add more fucking MSG and more chemicals in your body, you get a fucked up effect. That's what I was saying. You add chemicals to your body that are fucking, even if they're in there already, but like water. Fuck, our body's like 80% water. Drink 4 gallons of water in 20 minutes and see what happens. You die. What the fuck? Like, it just blows my fucking mind that people, they're just looking for an argument. And I'm like, man, I wish I was 18 again because I used to love to argue and it led to fist fights and it led to brawls and shit. But like, now I just go, man, what is it like to go through life being a fucking dick like that? Like, what the fuck? Your page is locked down because you don't want anybody to know who the fuck you are. You don't want anybody to come find you. The day is coming where one of these dickheads online says something and someone shows up at their house and puts a fucking knife in their skull. Or someone throws them down a fucking flight of stairs because they recognize them at the fucking... I'm telling you, the day is coming where somebody's going to get hurt like a motherfucker or killed because these assholes... I'm not talking about just the guys that shoot their mouth off from fucking science people, but the time is coming when that fucking person is going to say the wrong thing to the wrong person, and the person that they said it to is actually going to be able to see them. They're going to be around them for some reason, randomly. And they're going to fuck them up and be like, I can't believe you did that to me. Shut your fucking mouth. The problem is you can be a bully from across the fucking country now. You don't have to be a bully face to face. You can bully the fuck out of them, and then when you get a fucking punch in your goddamn teeth that knocks all your fucking teeth out, you can't believe it. You're fucking mortified. You're horrified that this fucking happened. Well, maybe if you read the fucking post, if you go, oh, added chemicals. Well, I guess that makes sense. If you add chemicals to it, you know, whatever naturally occurring chemicals were there already are now in higher levels, so that would actually make it not natural levels. So I have testosterone in my body, right? But if I add testosterone in my body, I'm no longer natural. But if I don't add testosterone in my body, then technically I'm still natural. So that makes a lot of sense. Done. Right? Very easy to figure out, very easy to understand. Instead, it's like, oh man, I'm going to go up there and see who I can argue with on Instagram today. This guy looks like a good fucking person. What the fuck? I'm the wrong person you want to argue with. Because if I'm fucking right, I will go to every fucking length to prove that I'm right. I'll make 100 fucking videos. I'll make 100 fucking posts. I'll make diagrams. I'll fucking do interviews with fucking people. I'll fly across the fucking globe if I have to fucking make my point known that you are fucking wrong. Because that's just how I am. It's just part of my personality. And you know what? That's not a good thing. Trust me. I'm fully aware that this is not a good thing. But fuck you if you're being a dick to me. You can be wrong and I'll leave you the fuck alone. But if you're wrong and being a dick to me, I'm fucking coming for you. I'm coming for you and I'm coming for you fucking hard. So now we go with these stupid videos, which is the beginning of it, which now I'm just like, fuck this minor steps, minor steps, minor stops, minor steeps, whatever the fuck his name is. Fuck that guy. And hopefully, at some point, somebody lets him know. Maybe he's got a wife or something. Maybe somebody lets him know, hey, you know what? You're being a fucking dick. You know what I mean? Nobody likes you. You're being a fucking dick. You don't have any friends, okay? So stop being a fucking dick. Get some friends and play well with others, because this is not fucking healthy, okay? You're a dick. Like, that's what has to be said to this guy. Maybe he'll watch this video and he'll see me say it. So maybe I'm the voice of reason at this point. But anyways, I harbor no ill will towards Alan, because it's not Alan's fault. You know what I mean? His followers are free to say and do whatever the fuck they want. But this is a regular thing in the scientific community, where if someone who's not a PhD or has, and now a certification doesn't count apparently, like, doesn't matter if you have all this, because you can be like, oh, I'm a trainer, like, oh yeah, what cert you have? The guy has to say, oh, it's not a good enough one. What the fuck? Like, what are you talking about? Like, you can't win. Even if I said I had a degree in nutrition, they'd be like, where did it come from? Like, Harvard. Yeah, fucking Harvard's got a bunch of assholes up there. You didn't get it from Yale, fuck Harvard. You're like, what? Yeah, Matt Damon went there. No, Matt Damon went there in a fucking movie. Like, they'll argue anything just so they can fucking have to fight. And that's a sad existence. When you're that negative of a person, where you're just looking for a fucking fight. Me, I make all these videos and shit. I vent the fuck out on these videos. You guys have no idea. When I'm done making these videos, I feel 100 times better. Like, this guy pissed me off. I already feel better from venting. I know that some of you guys are going to watch this. This has happened to some of you guys many times. I know maybe some science people might see this and go, you know what? Maybe he's right. Maybe we shouldn't fuck with people just to fuck with them. Maybe we should listen to them. And if we have constructive criticism and they fucking ask for it, then we'll give it to them. But if it's their page and they're saying something, maybe we shouldn't just go to their page, start attacking the fuck out of them, calling them names, making fun of their fucking wife, telling them their degrees are shit, telling them their certifications suck. Because why? Because you're across the country and you can bully someone like that? Doesn't make you a fucking big man, doesn't make you a smart man, doesn't make you fucking cool, minor steps. It makes you a fucking bully and a fucking dick. BioStrengthTraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight BioStrength.com is the blog. It's your fucking dick bicep. We all know it. And we are out.